Hey guys, we were part of the live diamond event tonight on Google Hangout, featured through, I think, YouTube, but we had some technical difficulties and we got an overwhelming response that you guys wanted to hear us, so we're super grateful for that, and we decided to make a video for you guys so you guys could hear each of our 4-minute testimonials and one tip on what got us to diamond. So I'll start. I'm Tara Castaneda, Diamond Senior Gold Ambassador with Plexus, and I've been with Plexus for about 3 years. I had no intention of doing the business. I have an MBA, and I always thought that I wanted to kind of move up that corporate ladder. Plus, I had just had my first baby. I'd heard of Plexus after I had her, and honestly, I just wanted to look and feel better. Those were my main goals. However, I felt really called to share my journey on Facebook because I was genuinely shocked at how great the products worked for me. I had more energy, and I wasn't really expecting that. I was less nervous. I struggled with that a lot. I had better moods. I also struggled with that a lot. I was on medication for that, and I dropped over 5 pant sizes. So after I began sharing, the business kind of found me. After 3 months, I realized I didn't have to go back to work. I was making more with Plexus than I was working at a higher level corporate job with an MBA, a graduate degree. That was super eye-opening for me. And around 13 months after sharing Plexus, I became Emerald, and that's when my husband, David Castaneda, began working the business. So we began working it together as a husband and wife. At his 9th month of working the business, he went Emerald, and by my 25th and his 12th month, we both were diamond each. One of now 7 couples in the company to be double diamond. 3 months after that, I was able to re-enter and achieved senior gold on my 2nd leg. Now, why do I tell you all this? Because it leads to my point. I get asked all the time how I was able to see that kind of success. So here's my one diamond tip for you. It was a deep knowing and a willingness to learn that kept me on track and eventually reaching diamond and beyond. I had no intention of being a double diamond couple. I don't think I was even able to dream that big quite yet, but that's what got us there. It was a belief, a drive, a burning desire, and knowing I'd get there. It was self-initiative to learn what I needed to learn, and willingness to be open enough to learn those things. It was about being me, finding myself in this own journey, not comparing myself left and right to other people, not trying to be so-and-so or be like so-and-so. It was learning from them, absolutely, being coachable, but finding who I was as a leader. Where was my voice in this? I didn't really need to know the how or the when of when I was going to be diamond, but y'all, I knew I would. I knew it would happen. I could literally envision me opening up my computer, going into my back office, and seeing those 4,500 points making me diamond. I could feel the emotions. I would think about it and my tears would swell up in my eyes because I literally could feel it that much. I could sense who'd be around me. I could see all the text messages from my family who weren't close in location next to me, but they were congratulating me. I could see me hugging my children and my spouse. I could see myself hitting the refresh button over and over because I wanted to make sure it was real. Y'all, I envisioned it and I knew it would happen. Without this belief, I don't think diamond really is possible. You also find that belief, that inside heart of hearts belief, you know it's going to happen. Dig deep, know that you're worth it. And y'all, if you don't have that belief yet, go find it. Ask yourself why. Why do you not have that belief? Develop that self-belief. Affirmation, self-development, positive self-talk. You are greater than you can possibly know. All right, so know without a doubt that you can do this. Know in your heart that you already are a diamond and that it's happening. It's happening as we speak right now. If you're a Plexus ambassador, you are learning things that you needed to learn. You are moving forward in your business. Anyone can do this, but only the knowing and the willingness to develop yourself and truly develop those around you into leaders is going to get you there. Guys, that's my tip. It's the knowing and the willingness to learn and coach and be coachable that matters. And here's Jamie. Sorry, guys. We have some
Lots of technical difficulties this evening.
But we're here.
Yep, we are. And I've had the best time with you this week, Tara.
Oh my goodness. We've had such a good time.
We have. We've done a lot of learning and growing together this week. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about Plexus is that you get to have best friends that come into your life and you get to work together, right? Yeah. And so we had a great event this evening. That was part of our technical difficulties from earlier, was that we had hosted an event together, training for my team. Tara was so gracious enough to come down here and attend a training with me the other day with a phenomenal leader within our industry who coaches and trains and helps in mindset and belief, right? So I'm Jami-Laura Copeland. I'm a Diamond Ambassador here in Raleigh, North Carolina with Plexus Worldwide. And I started with Plexus about 3 years ago. I guess it was in August of 13. And if I'm real with you, I started Plexus because for vanity purposes solely, I wanted to shed some of those unwanted pounds from my baby, who at the time was 4 years old. Yes, 4 years old. Or we could say she was 48 months, which way you choose to look at it. So I started the products. My good girlfriend, Leslie Weaver, introduced me to them. She asked me a couple months prior to start when she was starting, and I told her thanks, but no thanks. I wasn't interested. And then I got girl envy about 8 weeks later when I saw her and she was looking incredible. So I said, okay, I'm going to start these products. So I did. And about 30 days in, I started to see some great results. And not only was I seeing them, but I had friends who were contacting me and reaching out to me, grabbing me at preschool, grabbing me at elementary school for my son and saying, what are you doing? And I was like, what do you mean? I'm here dropping my children off at school. And they said, no, you look amazing, Jamie. What are you doing? I was like, it's Plexus. I'm taking some of these products named Plexus. And they wanted to try them because they saw me and the results I was having physically. And so they did. My girlfriend Leslie had, during that first month, asked me, Jamie, you should really consider this as a business. And I had no intention of starting this as a business because it just wasn't something I was interested in. However, once my friends started noticing my results, I then said, maybe I should consider this. So I did, and I started organically sharing it. And within that first 30 days, not only was I having great results where people were seeing it, but I lost about 2 or 3 pant sizes. I was feeling very energetic. I was no longer needing those afternoon naps. I was coming off a 6+ a day diet soda habit. Yes, you heard me, 6+ a day.
I was 6 too. I didn't mention that. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So like literally my feet would hit the ground in the morning, floor, and I would walk to my refrigerator and pop open a Dr. Diet Pepper Cherry. It was my favorite. But within the first month, I noticed I was gravitating more towards water, which we all know is healthier for us. And I was not a water lover prior, so that was huge for me. I also was no longer having those aches and pains, and that was pretty incredible considering I wasn't even going into the products for that purpose. So, like I said, I began sharing our products organically, and at that time, I was a hairstylist in my family's business here in North Carolina. So I started to work both businesses simultaneously. I promoted to Emerald, which is in the top 3 levels in our company in the first 11 months. And at 22 months, I promoted to the top level in our company, Diamond. And just a few short months later, I have re-entered, and now I am headed on my way to going double Diamond. So I'm certainly excited to do it all over again. And I can say that being able to retire has been huge for me. Huge for my children. I'm able to now be the mama that I always wanted to be. I have that financial freedom that so many of us long for. I have the freedom of time, which has been huge. Just to be able to call my very own shots. I say when, I say how. And I'm able, like this past summer, just to go spend it at the beach with my children, doing what I want, when I want. I can use my office, which is my iPhone, wherever I go, whether my toes are in the sand or I'm hanging out on the couch or I'm sitting at a desk. And so that's the beauty of it. So I love Plexus. I love the products. I love the business. My number one tip I would probably share with you would be something similar to yours, Tara. It's about belief. I think that you have to have your mindset in the right place and to have that unwavering belief. Like Tara was talking about that burning in your belly, you know, where you just know it's possible. Because if you believe in yourself and you put action behind it, greatness will happen. I knew it in my soul. There wasn't one day. I mean, believe me, there are hurdles in this that you have to overcome, that you have to jump over, whether you go over them, under them, around them, through them, whatever it may be. There are going to be those times, but if you have that unwavering belief within you, it will and can happen. I knew I would be a diamond. I worked for it. I poured into others. I shared my passion with my team, and it spread like wildfire. I continued to be me and have fun. And I think that's very important, is always stick true to who you are. And if you are you, that's what people gravitate towards. That's why they join you in the first place. So always stick true to who you are. And when you share your heart and you let others see your passion, and they want to become a part of what it is that you're doing, right? I have to say, one of the best gifts that I have received, besides the financial freedom, besides the freedom of time, is to now see the lives of so many that I adore and that I love, is to see their lives transform and change, to see them reach their goals and their dreams and watch that become a reality. Absolutely. I mean, that is like the greatest gift of all. It truly
fuels you.
It does. It fuels you. It inspires you, and it's what keeps me going and wanting to do this all over again and become a double diamond. So it's something that I constantly have been told, and I've heard many times, and I now continue to pass it forward, is that, you know, when you see someone else's dreams become that, then their goals become a reality. When you give to others, what you receive in return is so beyond anything you ever thought possible and anything that you ever imagined. It far surpasses your wildest imagination. So that would be my number one tip. And we love Plexus, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes. And we get to do this together. How fun is that? We get to do it with our friends. We get to travel the country. We get to go to amazing places like Hawaii. And we went to Vegas this past summer. We just got back from Dallas, Texas a little over a month ago. So come join us. Have fun. If you're already in this, keep going. Don't give up and believe in yourself. Right? So
Amen.
Good night. Sorry about the technical difficulties early. See, I can't see technical without having a technical difficulty. So yeah, good night. We love Plexus.
Bye, y'all.
See you soon.